ASMR video here on the channel. Yes, I know it's been way too long, hasn't it? It's literally been, I think when this comes out, 3 weeks. I've exactly on more than 3 weeks, which is just absolutely terrible, and I can only apologise, but we will be getting into that. We will be talking about my absence, where I've been, what I've been doing, but rest assured I'm not taking another 4-year break. Just a few weeks where I've been busy and had various stuff going on, but we'll get into all of that in due course. But as you can tell by the title, this is pretty much just a ramble video, but I thought I'm English, so why not do it over a nice cup of tea? Mine's decaf because it's nearly my bedtime. So yeah, I thought it could be nice to just sit, chill out together, have a bit of a catch up over a brew. And I'm knocking this while I'm tapping. I've just spilled hot tea all over me, so that's great. I love that for me. But anyways, I hope everybody is doing really, really well. I wanted to say thank you for all the support while I have been gone. A lot of you still commenting and obviously the views and everything, so yeah, thank you so much. Apologies for that. That was the dog lying next to me barking in her dream. So there's 2 dogs asleep next to me, so who knows what they'll be doing over the course of this recording. But yeah, it's weird because for me it's been ages since I've actually sat down and recorded an ASMR video, because I did the Roman history video. I recorded that I think before I did the FIFA live stream, and the FIFA live stream counted as a video. So technically, if you take that out, I've uploaded once in 4 and a bit weeks, which is just absolutely terrible. Because as many of you will know, we're aiming for sort of 1 video every 4 days, and it's fair to say we haven't hit that. So why the 3 weeks with no videos? Where have I been? Well, gotta get my excuses straight here. Basically, in the week of the Roman video, obviously I should have recorded something to go out after, but I was just really busy, I think, with work and various projects and stuff. Then it was either that weekend or the weekend after. Sorry, it's just started raining outside really heavily, so that's great. It's been dry all day, and now comes the rain. Fantastic. But basically, if you live in the UK, you'll know this, but we've been allowed to go inside restaurants, pubs, bars, and all of that. So me and my mates, one of my friends is living in Birmingham. He's got a job there, as well as a flat. So he booked a load of bars and pubs and stuff, and we did a bit of a pub crawl in Birmingham. I'd never been out in Birmingham, and we had a great time, to be fair. Obviously no clubs at the end of it, but I really have just missed the pub. And obviously we had a great time, so obviously I wasn't taking my filming equipment to Birmingham. And then on Sunday, let's just say I was feeling just a little bit worse for wear. Not condoning not inappropriate, irresponsible. I'm not condoning it, irresponsible drinking, but yeah, it didn't feel great the next day. If anything, this is an advertisement not to drink irresponsibly, so. But yeah, that took us up to Sunday, so this was not last weekend but the weekend before. And then on Tuesday, so albeit I could have recorded Monday night, but I still wasn't feeling 100%. And then on Tuesday morning, I went and got my second COVID jab. So I had my first one 10 or 11 weeks ago, and then I got the holy text to go and get my second one. I don't know if I've mentioned it before on the channel, but I do have asthma, so obviously that gives me a fast track pass to getting both my jabs. I had AstraZeneca both times, and then I had the first one, and then all this stuff started coming out about like blood clots, so I was like, that's great, but I haven't had any problems. But yeah, so I went to go and get my jab Tuesday morning. The queue was ridiculous, like I was meant to be working, but obviously I told them where I was going and they were fine with it, but the queue was crazy. But anyways, I sit down to have it done, and the lady who was doing it, the nurse, says that the effects of the second jab generally tend to be a lot less than after the first one. How wrong she was in my case. Oh my days. So after the first one, the night after was awful. I couldn't sleep. I was shivering. I was literally shaking. I woke my girlfriend up, just like my body just uncontrollably vibrating. And I was just so cold. Whereas this time it was the reverse, but it was so much worse. It was like someone had set a fire inside my body. It was just like I had like some ridiculous fever. It was crazy, and yeah, I just felt absolutely awful. So Wednesday, Thursday, I was just out of action completely. It completely wiped me out. I couldn't work, even though my work is like sitting at the computer. I could barely do that because I was just so, like, my eyes were on fire. It was crazy. But yeah, it was kind of weird how I had such like a variety of symptoms from the jab. But being asthmatic, it's better than the alternative of actually getting COVID. And now I am immortal. I'm invincible. I can go and lick any floor I want and not get COVID. I won't be doing that. But yeah, it's kind of great that I'm immune. As far as we know, this Indian variant still might put me in the bin, but there we go. We have to get on with life at some point. Will the 21st of June go ahead? I don't know. I hope so. There comes a point where surely you just have to say, we have to try and go back to normal life. I think COVID is just going to be something we have to live with, like we live with the flu. Like, people get flu jabs. I think getting COVID jabs is going to become like common practice type thing. And as for this weekend just gone, I had plans, so, and here we are. Now, actually, this video should have gone out yesterday, and basically last night I filmed this exact video, cup of tea and everything, and then I went to edit it today, and Audacity hadn't picked up the Blue Yeti, so it had recorded the audio with the inbuilt microphone, which obviously is horrific. So yeah, I was a little bit annoyed, it's fair to say, that filming for nothing, basically. And yeah, here we are doing it again. Also, I did actually film, and this is the next thing I want to talk about. I did actually film another video, so, and it will come out, it will be the video after this. We've got another ASMR History Fascinating Figures episode on Albert Einstein. It was requested, and yeah, so I filmed that. But basically, what I was meant to do a tapping video and the Einstein video. Now, I was meant to do the tapping video first to sort of break up the two history type videos, but for some reason I didn't do this, and it was only while I was halfway through recording the Einstein video that I realised I was meant to do the tapping one first, and I was just like, what am I doing? But obviously I had to see it through. The Einstein one ended up being quite long, like I spoke to the camera for quite a long time. Now, I'm still going to put it out, obviously, because there are some interesting elements, and a lot of you might find it interesting. But, and I do say this throughout the video, it does get quite science jargony at points, which obviously isn't ideal, but that might actually, help you get to sleep in that it might bore you into your dreams, kind of thing. But yeah, it's not. It's very different. It's a very different tone to the DiCaprio one, and I mean that's what we want to do. We want to look at all different people, but I probably should have proofread the notes that I was using, like the website I was using before, because there was a lot of stuff on his theories, and while that's interesting, I had to cut out loads because, yeah, science waffle, basically. But it still should be a good video. Please check it out. I should probably sell it better than I am, but I'm always going to be honest, and at points I was boring myself a bit. But you know, we'll take it to Premiere Pro and we'll see what we can do with it, and yeah, make a decent video out of it. So that'll be the next video. I think after that, I made a brief plan which I'm going to try and stick to, because consistency is key, and we have not been consistent at all. Need to stop saying but yeah, I think the video after that is gonna be a conspiracy theories video. We haven't done one in a while-ish. We haven't done anything in a while, so yeah, we haven't done one in a while. And it's gonna be on flat Earth. Now, I've had quite a few requests, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, I think, previous conspiracy theory videos. I've had a number of requests to do 9/11. Now, somebody, I don't have your name to hand, and I don't know the comment off by heart, but I sort of expressed my reservations about it, and somebody summarised it pretty well in the comments, saying basically it was to the point that 9/11 was relatively, it was quite recent, and emotionally, like, it affected a lot of people, more like sort of imminently. That's not to say that the assassination of JFK didn't affect the people emotionally, but you know, 9/11 was one of the most famous events ever. From that, probably some of the most popular conspiracy theories out there are about 9/11, but I don't think I feel comfortable covering it as of now and as of the foreseeable future, just because it is, I'm not American, but it's kind of more close to home in that it happened in my lifetime, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing 9/11, but there are still plenty of crazy conspiracy theories out there. So yeah, it should be flat Earth. Giving you some spoilers, I should probably keep some hidden, but yeah, there's also like Bermuda Triangle. But let me know down below what other ones there are that you'd like to see covered and gone through, whispered relaxingly, or we hope. That is a good cup of tea if I don't say so myself. For those of you interested, you're probably not. I have a bit of milk and 2 sugars. We actually ran out of sugar today, so I tried to have tea with no sugar, and on my days, I don't know how people do it, it's like torture. Like absolute torture. It's bloody horrible. Can't say I enjoyed it at all, but this has 2 sugars in it, so it's all good. Another video I want to do in the future, and I think it's on my list as well for June, so we got an action-packed June planned, is a tapping video. I want to kind of branch out into more ASMR videos rather than just whispering. Obviously the whispering is what I find most relaxing, it's pretty much all that I watch, but you know, why not? We're approaching 2,000 subscribers, which is really cool. But I think if we did like one or two like more ASMR-y videos a month, like tapping and different triggers, sounds and stuff, I think that would be pretty cool. Why not? So yeah, I want to do like a tapping video on different objects, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, we'll keep the rest of June a secret, eh? Don't want to be revealing too much. So yeah, that's me pretty much updated. What else can I talk about? It's a ramble. Anything I've been watching recently, when I think of stuff to just ramble about, my mind just instantly goes, oh, I guess we could talk about the end of the Premier League. The non-football fans of my audience probably not interested, but yeah. We also recently had the Champions League final. City did not look like City at all. Chelsea were just so up for it from the word go, and they deserved it, 100%. N'Golo Kante he's just one of the best players in the world, isn't he? I just love watching him, and what a human as well. What a great human being. Sorry, my laptop is just locked. We're still recording, great. Yeah, you just can't help but not hate. You just can't help but love Kante. What a player, what a guy. But yeah, Chelsea thoroughly deserved it. And obviously, Liverpool getting top four. Alisson, I think it was announced today that Alisson, or maybe yesterday, that Alisson won Liverpool's goal of the season, and rightly so. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Liverpool, but those scenes when he scored, like him crying and stuff, like, because he's had an awful year, what with stuff with his family going on, but to see that was just awesome, so good. I just wish there were like fans in the ground, like Liverpool fans, to have celebrated it with them, but yeah, that was amazing. And then obviously, tonight England have just beaten Austria 1-0, wow. But we do have the Euros, so very excited for that. Will I do some Euros content? Possibly. Do you know what? It's really weird, because this is like the first year, 2021 is like the first year where I'm actually going to be like uploading regularly and everything ever since my 4-year hiatus. But before I quit, the videos I was doing was like roundups of Euro 2016, so we've come full circle. So yeah, like, you can go back and watch my probably awful like match reviews and stuff on the Euros 2016. So that's kind of crazy how time progresses to get deep. But yeah, we'll probably do some football content. We'll see. We'll do whatever I feel like, to be honest. Don't want to become too football centred, but at the same time, you know, football's what we like. It's what I know a lot of you guys like, so why wouldn't we do a few videos through the Euros? So yeah, that very excited for the Euros. Is it coming home? I can't see it coming home. I think it's got to be France, hasn't it? France just looked too strong, but you never know. If there was going to be a year for us to do it, it would be this year, in my opinion. Mind you, I said that about the World Cup with our fixtures, and we got beat by Croatia, so. In terms of what I've been watching, are you guys even interested in this? I watched Parasite recently. That was really good. I'm not like a big fan of like where I have to read the subtitles, where it's in like a foreign language. Sounds quite Brex of me, but you know what I mean. But this was absolutely brilliant, and you kind of like forget that you're even reading subtitles. I'm not a fan. I hate even more English dubs on foreign TV shows and films. Like, it's just awful and it's so off-putting. So yeah, me and my girlfriend sat down and watched that, and yeah, I thought it was brilliant. The storytelling and the twists in it were really great. It won Oscars, which is why we sat down and watched it. And yeah, it was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed, thoroughly recommend. Also been watching Loki starts soon on Disney Plus, but recently watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. Really enjoyed that. I did enjoy WandaVision. Probably enjoyed WandaVision a bit more, as it was a bit more unique, whereas Winter Soldier was a bit more your typical MCU stuff. So yeah, and soon I'm hoping soon we get a trailer for the new Spider-Man, because like Spider-Man's like my absolute favourite. I know he's like the mainstream one, but he's just great, isn't he? And I'm praying we get Andrew Garfield. I hope we get all three Spider-Men in it, but I'm hoping more than anything Andrew Garfield's in it, because secretly he was my favourite. I quite like those films. 2 is very messy, I understand, but it's still an enjoyable film. I don't like the Spider-Man suit in that though. But yeah, you're probably everything. It's great, and we're nearly at 2k subs, which is really cool, really cool. Like the growth has been like a lot faster than I thought it would be, and you know, I can only say thank you. You know, we're not the most high-end content yet. I say it's pretty high quality. I've invested a fair amount of money into like my equipment and stuff, but like I like to think we just have a good time, educational as well with the history videos, and then a bit of fun with the rambles and the conspiracies and whatnot. So yeah, it's all good, and yeah, I promise there won't be another 4-year absence. If there's going to be, I will warn you. And yeah, hopefully in 2021 I don't have any other gaps longer than 3 weeks, because it's not good. So yeah, we've got this, we've got a fascinating figures, and then we got a conspiracy theories video, and yeah, that's the content for the next couple of weeks, and then onwards and upwards. Happy days. So with the finishing of my cup of tea, we will end the video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy. I hope you found it relaxing in some way, me just waffling about anything. I found it kind of crazy that you'd be interested enough in my life or whatever, or maybe it's just my super relaxing voice. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you're new.